Today we're going to have the following topic. I made this video for those students who don't know how to use quantifiers. So what do we use quantifiers for? Quantifiers help us to identify the quantity or amount of something. If we don't use these quantifiers, then we don't know how much of that thing we are expressing. Okay? In other cases, we can have feelings, we can have objects, we can have countable objects or non-countable objects. Let's start with the first quantifier, sum. Sum is used to make requests, and on the other hand, we can also make offers. We can say, for example, I have some coffee for you. Yes, here you have some coffee. Yes, and I'm using actually the uncountable noun coffee. Okay, or if I say making a request, can I have some coffee? Yes, so then we are actually asking for something. Okay, that will be with the uncountable noun coffee. Okay, can I have some coffee? And here you have some coffee. Those are the two examples. You can write more examples here in the comments. Okay, let's go to the following quantifier. That will be any. Any is used in questions and negative sentences. How do we use them, or how do we use, this quantifier in negative sentences? We can say, I don't have any children, okay? And that would be, or that would mean, that means for other people that you have no children, not in your house, not in your job, in any place, you don't have any children, okay? You can also use the quantifier any in questions. So you can say, do you have any question? Do you have any suggestion for me? Yes. So then you can use any in questions when you are actually trying to find that something or that thing that maybe the people didn't tell you. Okay, so that it's I'm trying to figure out if the people understood or not the information. Okay, let's go to the third quantifier, and that will be the use of it. Here we have two quantifiers, and those are many and much. Okay, many and much, we use them differently. Okay, I have much with uncountable nouns, and I have many with countable nouns. Okay, let's have some examples, and you can also share your examples with me. If you don't share examples with me on YouTube or on my website, I cannot know your doubts, okay? Or maybe you are writing a sentence that is incorrect and I cannot give you feedback, okay? So write everything you have in your mind on the comments. So let's continue with this quantifiers, okay? So we have many with countable nouns. Then I can say, I have many friends in Canada. The same would be to say, I have several friends in Canada. But if I say I have much friends, that wouldn't be a good thing or the correct way to say the same sentence. So much, I can use it, or I have to use it with uncountable nouns. So let's make, for example, the following sentence. I don't have much time. If you watch much television, or if you don't watch much television, then you can still see many advertisements on the TV. Okay, so you see the difference in how I use these quantifiers? If it's a yes, write on the comment. Okay, let's go to the following two quantifiers and the last ones of part 1. So we have a few and few. So these two quantifiers are really important to know and what the difference is, because one of them has a negative connotation and the other one has a positive connotation. Let's make an example for each one. Both are used with countable nouns, we're gonna have the first example with a few. If you say it takes a few days to learn a language, okay, so then you can say on the other way, it takes few days, yes, to learn a language. So what would be the difference between these two sentences? Okay, let's make and write the difference on the comments. I will repeat my examples. It takes a few days to learn a language, and it takes few days to learn a language. In one of my examples, I'm saying that it takes more time, yes, or it takes more time for the students, or the students will take more time, sorry, to learn a language. Whereas on the other hand, sorry, I will have the second example with few days, okay, that will be less time needed for one thing. Okay, we have some other quantifiers to use. We have the following quantifier, plenty of. This quantifier means more than needed, okay? If I say, oof, I have plenty of time during this quarantine, okay? So I would say, or I'm saying, sorry, I'm trying to express that I have many activities to do. I have to check my students' tasks, assignments, I have to give feedback, I have to clean my house, my room, my baby, and some other activities, okay? So I have plenty of them. I can use plenty of with uncountable nouns and countable nouns. In this case, I'm using it with countable, okay? But if I use, I have used plenty of with time, then let's go, or let's change plenty of with countable nouns. So you can say, I have plenty of activities, and then on the other way, I would say, I have plenty of time, okay? So let's go to the next one. The use of all, okay? If I say all the teachers that are on the strike are trying to express their feelings or their inalienable rights, yes, towards the government, okay? So then you are mentioning all the teachers, okay? All of the teachers you can also say, but we are not specifying really how many teachers, yes? We are really trying to point to, yes? So then we can also say all the teachers, okay, that are on strike are trying to express their inalienable rights towards the government, okay? So then I can also say, I can also use, all with countable nouns and with uncountable nouns. For example, I can also say all the equipment needed here is not useful, for example, okay? So then I have all with countable nouns and with uncountable nouns. Let's go to the next ones. We have some confusion when we use lots of and a lot of. Both are the same, but we can use them with uncountable and also with countable nouns, okay? So we can use them either with countable or uncountable. Let's make an example for each one. If I say lots of workers have been dismissed this year, okay? So I'm saying lots of them have been dismissed, okay? But I'm not trying to mention how many of them or where they are from, yes? I'm not giving more information about them. But if I say also, I can also use, the same sentence with a lot of the workers, yes? Then I would add the, okay? A lot of the workers were dismissed or have been dismissed this year, okay, in the company, blah blah blah, something like that. So then we can have these really important quantifiers in context. Let's finish with the last one. So we have no one or none, and no. When we use none, we can use of, and also it is a duty, to use of. Then we can say, none of us have delivered the homework to the teacher. Yes, none of us have delivered the homework to the teacher. And we can say there's no homework. There's no homework this week, okay? So in this context, I'm using there's no with the use of there is, yes, or with this determiners or this word, there is and there are. There is no homework there are no activities. I can use no with countable and uncountable nouns as well. Okay, so we're gonna have more examples, but make your own examples as well so that I can see how many mistakes or what specific mistakes you are making in your examples. Bye.